And do you still feel as though you're painfully affected by what's happened? Or do you believe that possibly you're healing?
I don't know. I still get angry, but am I supposed to become okay with what happened to my wife?
Well, you know, in terms of trauma, I'd say you've hit pretty much in the middle of the process. You know, the 5 stages of grief, which we've talked about before. But I feel as though this anger should stay at a stage in your life in which it's overcome rather than it developing and adapting into a habit of lashing out.
But I'm a successful man. You know, I can do whatever I want just because I can. I went out and bought a MacBook because I can. I've already got one.
And no, you're right. Everything you've done proves your complete sanity and nobody's questioning that.
So why does everyone treat me like I'm some head case?
Maybe a lack of understanding may be your problem. Have you tried talking to them, asking them what they think?
There's just these constant voices in my head. They're saying, oh, you've lost your style, you've lost your fashion sense, you've been getting fat, and I'm just like, fuck off!
Okay, I think we should definitely consider putting into practice some of the self-relieving techniques, you know, with the breathing exercises and maybe the 5 senses.
Could you have a few less stairs? My body's built like a 74-year-old. By the looks of things, so is yours. You can't be doing that to yourself. It's not healthy, that.
Sorry, who are you?
Nevertheless, you have all these big staircases with your incense and your hypnosis, but all you do is make us tea and tell us to breathe like a knob. Ain't that right, Arcliffe? Ain't that what they do?
Right, if that's enough. Cliff, do you know this woman? And could you please remind her that this is a confidential session? That
Yes.
she's not allowed to just waltz into.
Yes, this is a...
I'm Ruby. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Ruby. I don't know why she's here, but clearly she wanted to say hello.
Okay, well, Ruby, you're not really supposed to be here.
This is a right fancy pad though, innit? You know, I went past this place the other day where they had like these animals in like cages and I was ready to get on all fours and prance like a horse. They live a life of bloody luxury. What I'd give for that simplicity.
Look, you really need to get out because this is not fair on your friend's session time and you're diminishing his confidentiality.
Diminishing confidentiality? Oh, so using 2 big words gets you a qualification on A4 sheet of shit now, does it? Told you not to trust these fools. They'll have you believing all kinds of shit, make you think you're seeing things and hearing things. I won't be surprised if you claim I wasn't real when I'm stood right in front of you. I mean, for God's sakes, who gave you the right to tell us what's wrong with us? What do you know about what we go through? All you types of people go around calling us crazy, when the only difference between me and you is we didn't grow up with a silver spoon in our mouths like you lot did. How much you paying her, eh? I wouldn't toss you my loose change.
If you had any.
What?
Okay, I think that's quite enough now. If you don't mind, I'd like to finish this session.
Something tells me you'll hit a grave soon, and I hope I'm there to witness it.
Now, where were we?
I'm literally so sorry about that. I literally have no control over it.
It's fine, honestly. But I think it's time we establish where you became such a fuck up. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, 'cause since you can't be honest with yourself, you're completely worthless. You've been messed up since you could barely walk. I mean, the fact that you've managed to keep a wife in the first place is almost impressive. Because what you did to her, that's your fault. So stop covering the truth because you're not fooling anyone.
Stop! Please! Please! Stop! I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please.
you okay? What happened? I think something that I said might have triggered an anxiety attack. Do you think you could tell me? What was it that I said? Do you think you could just explain to me what it was?
What it was? You just attacked me for no reason.
Attacked you? Cliff, I would never do that. Cliff, I would never hurt you. What?
No, I'm not talking about attacking me. You just told me that what happened to my wife was all my fault.
Cliff, listen, I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. I was just looking in the book to see where we left off from, you know. Okay, maybe with the sudden outburst, we can pick this up next week, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Really. You know, since I started here, I've noticed a real improvement, and it's all thanks to you. I never thought I'd be cured like this. Thanks again, Doc. Now I've got to go home and tackle the task of making my wife dinner. Thank you again. She's not going to do anything about it. I'm going to blindfold her. I'm going to tell her it's someone else. Hello? Hello? Oh, I thought you was upstairs.
No, I was sat down here watching TV. Oh, how was your session?
Oh, really good. Doc thinks it'll be my last session.
Oh, Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy for you.
I love to see that smile.
Oh,
Do you want some dinner?
absolutely. I'm starving.
I'll put the pasta on.
It happens to be a type of psychosis, one of which distinguishing own thoughts and reality can become impossible. Usually it occurs through themes throughout their life, one most popular being numb to the killing of nature, like small rabbits or birds. It causes an altered reality, believable to the perceiver. The denial of illness through the calculation of success causes expressive purchases that are in no way needed. Abnormal laughter and smiling from loss of emotional connection occurs commonly. And the utmost common symptom, most familiar to people, is the audio and physical hallucinations and delusions. Just as real to them as I am stood in front of you today, in some cases creating catastrophic scenarios with the death of themselves or others.
So, okay, what does that mean for Cliff?
So we're going to start him on a course of medications to help alleviate and control the symptoms that he's suffering. What you need to understand is about schizophrenia is that it is an illness, it's a lifelong illness, so it can't be cured. So he has to be compliant with his medication. It's going to have to continue taking the medication for the rest of his life. This will keep Cliff safe and everybody else around him. It will keep them safe from harm. So he must be compliant with his medications, and really, you know, with his medications and, you know, regular checkups. There's no reason why he can't lead an ordinary life, really.
Let's find out, we'll make sure he takes it.
Okay, well, if you've got any other concerns or any other questions, then just give us a call, okay?
We will do.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more cunning than other monsters. They pose as humans, even though they have no understanding of the human heart. They eat, even though they've never experienced hunger. They study, even though they have no interest in academics. They seek friendship, even though they do not know how to love. If I were to encounter such a monster, I would likely be eaten by it. Because in truth, I am that monster.